Okay. Hey, Sir Smash. Uh, Welcome to Notice to Strike a Chord, and I'm your host, Doug Glendower, and this is really a talk show. This is where I'm going to go through DDO every week. We've already covered a good portion of the houses, and we will open up. I will open up the Discord. I have the Discord link open already, but I prefer those of you who join to be patient and wait till I get through my spiel. And basically, all this is just a overlook at the state of Dungeons and Dragons Online as a game, and it's like everything, it's going to have its good parts and bad parts, its flaws, what it does well, what it does superbly. Most importantly, right now I'm going through all the houses to see maybe little tweaks and touches that they could do to make it better. Once again, as always, powered by Orange Cappuccino. Since 1974. All right, our first stop tonight is going to be House Jorasco. The Healing House of the Halflings. The alliteration. I guess it's better than rhyming, though, right? Now, we're going to talk about the good things about House Jorasco once we load in. And the first one, I love myself some green tea. The first one is the fact that right now it is currently the end game hub. I haven't even done these yet on Alice Thane. But this right here is the new hospital grounds, and this is where we go forth and fight the Age of Rage. And then, right over here, is of course the entrance to Barovia. And if that wasn't enough, endgame content, that's like 17 quests and 2 raids. We got one more raid. Because right over here is Legendary Tempest Spine, along with regular. But House Jorasco at endgame is where you're going to be spending most of your time. You're going to run in here and do the quest. Yeah, you might enter Barovia through Evening Star. But in all honesty, especially say in October when Maybar is going out about, who leaves House Jorasco? I mean, it's the hospital right there is not really a hospital because, you can check out any time you like. Well, we all know how that ends. I'm not going to finish it. So really, in all honesty, for some reason, they've decided to make House Jorasco the hub of endgame content as it stands until Sharn's released. And it's nice to have everything kind of conveniently located like that. I mean, we've had nights where it's all like, bang, yeah, see, I knew I got one viewer and somebody was going to finish that. Thank you, Sir Smash, for polishing that off. Anyhow, there's just no doubt that, we've had nights where it's all like 12 quests in Barovia, bang, 5 quests in House Jorasco. It's just that kind of a feeling. And, if you're going to do it like that and you want to get back to your airship, you can always take the teleporter in there. But say you're coming back from Barovia and you're going to go do Age of Rage, you're going to go to House Jorasco. And if you forget, well, your airship's right here. All right, let's talk about the negatives, though, because, oh my God. The problem with House Jorasco is that its quests don't make any sense about where they're at. Not at all. You've got a quest in the Open Palm Inn. And then the actual quest itself is, and we'll run. Running. Yep, still going. Oh my God, will this ever end? And it's right here, next to Fred. Hey, yo, Fred, how is it, Holmes? Yeah, next to Fred. I understand in the early days I kind of wanted you to wander around a bit, but even that feels a little much. And this area over here is really empty other than the quest entrance for Fred. You've got these buildings up here they've never really used. You've got the Garden of Respite, which is never really used. You've got the buildings over here, which are never really used. And then you have the Zorian Cipher. And that's it. And then over there you have tucked the Tempest Spine. So this whole area is basically pretty things. Pretty things. I guess that's why they wanted you to walk all the way from the Open Palm Inn, because in all honesty, without that particular quest mechanic, who'd come over here? No one. Unless you needed to talk to Fred. Now there are actually more quests located in this small area over here. Because you talk to the guy on the island to do the Lightfoot residence over there. I don't remember what it's called. But it's the one with all the zombies and you have to defeat my friend Death Shadow at the end. You have Mira's Sleepless Nights and the Enemy Within. You have to go fetch me a book quest, the Haunted Library. Now there is one huge disappointing thing over here, guys. Huge. This made me sad. I mean, sometimes you gotta keep the Easter eggs in for the old guys, and I missed the sign for Gruz. I wanted him. Why can't we keep his sign? You know, it's not fair that, you know, even though we've got a new way of TR, that we should forget the old guy. I mean, I saw the sign. This one's not so well known. I guess I have to do it. And it opened up my mind. I saw the sign. So, I really wonder why they took it out. I miss it. Of course, during a festival, you can come up here and do the jump puzzle. It's kind of fun. I don't really do it that often, but it's kind of fun. So, they're kind of all scattered. They're all okay, but, you know, they're all based off of this Drowning Sorrows Tavern. So, it's not like you're running around. I like to see that Sir Smasher getting all the jokes here. I would really hate to think they were wasted on my one viewer. You've got to come in every Wednesday night to help me out with this. All right, and they're all based out of the Drowning let's try that again. The Drowning Sorrows Tavern. I'm talking too fast. It's the coffee. Anyway, and they're based off here, so it's not like the run all the way from the Open Palm Inn all the way over here. It's just this little area here, and they're all convenient and they're all nice. All right, Demetrius. Well, it's good to know. I'm appreciative of everything. Let's see. What else do we got? That's really about the only quest that really makes sense to where it is Red Willow's Ruins, because it's right here and it goes out to Red Willow's Ruins. Jandul, you're a good person. Keep it up. And then you have all these extra Delira quests. There's one tucked in over here, and I think that's from Beyond the Grave. And then up there is And the Dead Shall Rise. No, wait, I got that backward. It always sounds like the other ones. And then you actually have the entrance to actual Delira, which apparently for some reason I'm on. Why am I on Delira? I don't know. Hey, Rolona. Wow, gang's all in. So, as you can see, the quests just kind of feel haphazard. And I guess that's okay, but I would like them to make a little more, well, really my big problem with Micah up there. Why can't you be at ground level or maybe over here? I don't know. I always hate to go turn that one in because I have a couple of characters that don't have no jump, and it's just a pain in the behind to get up those steps. You always miss jumping and slide right off, and The next thing you know, you're down here, or if you have Featherfall, you're way down there. Because you go, whoosh. I have done the whole alpine ski whip thing right down there on a character with no jump and Featherfall. It's not pretty. So, I mean, I appreciate the fact that they went to make an effort to make the chapter house a little bit more useful by putting the turn-in vendors back here. A little hard to find sometimes, but you know, you go up the ramp. And see, this side doesn't even have stairs. See, these stairs right here, I have slid off those stairs and ended up down there, and you know, it's like, man, I thought I was going to qualify for the Austria ski jump team. Nordic combined. All right, let's talk about the pie in the sky since I already am here. I'm gonna hate to say this, but I actually want Tempest Spine moved. Yeah, I said it. I want Tempest Spine moved. I want it out of here. I want the Tempest Spine moved to the 12. A, the 12 doesn't have as many quests. B, it thematically fits more with the 12. C, I don't have a C. But just for those reasons, and I just want easier for people to find, because I think Tempest Spine is one of the top rates in the game. At level is just fun. Legendary is just really nice as well. I mean, Legendary is there. Hey, Fargonaut! But tucked over there in that corner, I want them to make a big deal about Tempest Spine. Like, you know, how does Soriat and Vision of Destruction, both lesser raids, sounds pretty fun. Vision of Destruction is boring. I have had a good nap in Vision of Destruction, especially as either a healer or a bard. Especially if I'm just doing the healing. Vision of Destruction, I just put my fingers over 3 and 4. I get nice and relaxed. I close my eyes and I just tap them back and forth over the tank. And then somebody will say, "Hey, we're done," and I'll wake up and I'll be able to start. No, Vision of Destruction, no. I want them to make a big deal out of Tempest Spine. I would like to say over on the well, we're going over the 12 there. I'll show you when we go to the 12 where I want them to put it. All right, do I have? Oh yeah, we've talked about it in past weeks. But I think every house needs to have their plat sync hirelings. And of course, House Jorasco would get clerics and paladins. Wouldn't it be nice if you complete enough House Jorasco favor to have a gold seal 10-piece Lorben? Yes. A gold seal 10-piece for plat. Oh, I would buy so many. I mean, even at top level, I mean, just for the Death Horde clicking, I would run 10-piece into Divine Vitality, park them at the thing. I mean, there I've got quests. I've got characters that could run quests with 10-piece, no problem. I want a 4 platinum, gold seal, 10-piece Lorben, and all the rest. Hey, Stack Iron Heart. You can skip YO. I can do YO, but that's, you know, and then Paladins, give them a chance. I mean, if I could get a gold seal Paladin hireling for plat, I would try them more. I certainly would. Of course, we're never going to get no Byron Scout Sword. I'd love to see an epic Byron. Just take the AI, drag it over. All right. I also would like, like I said, it's just a matter of using the space effectively. I'd like Haunted Library moved over here. I want to see this filled up more. I want Haunted Library. Well, if we're going to keep the same quest giver, I just thought about that. I have it written down on my paper, but I'm changing my mind. Leveling hires, I think, would be hard to do. I think that would be a lot of work. And in the state that the hireling AI is in, that's the reason why I want Gold Seal. Or maybe call them Silver Seal. where you can only have an additional one. But something like that, just so you can have an extra hire. Lord knows that sometimes for certain quests, it's just too hard to fill up. Anyway, I'd like the Haunted Library moved here. Just so we can kind of use up the space more in House Jorasco. Now, if they have a plan for all of this, which I don't, because they're going to put all their efforts into Shard, I would just like to see House Jorasco kind of spread out a little more. Oh, and right now the trainers are kind of scattered a little bit over here. They're right around... I am so sorry. They're right around the airship tower. Now, I know that makes them convenient for a couple things, but we've got nothing over here. Wouldn't it be nice if the trainers were above Fred? Right here. Relaxing in the garden, where trainers should be. I know none of these are important. It's just a matter of making House Jorasco feel more complete. Right now, House Jorasco feels like a place to go do quests, and that's fine. It is what it is. But unlike a lot of other areas, like the one we're going next, it just doesn't feel complete. Now, that's not to say I'm dismissing your idea, Demetrius. If I really thought that wouldn't take a lot of effort, leveling hires would be the way to go. You know, one permanent hire for you, you know, permanent henchman. They've kind of got a little like that with the skirmish soldier tokens over in Lord of the Rings Online. And I was just playing a game that kind of had it, but I don't remember what it was. What game? Oh, Neverwinter. Neverwinter. And admittedly, that was neat, but Neverwinter is such a thin game. I'll go over one day. I'll compare and contrast exactly why I like BDO more than I like Neverwinter. But boy, that was a thin game. And in all honesty, they didn't work that great over there either. All right, so let's go ahead and go to our next stop tonight, which is House Kundarak. Now, the first thing I'm going to say about House Kundarak is going to be an opinion. It's not true for everybody. Oh, yeah, Neverwinter is a lot like Star Trek Online. The minute they hit the so-called hard cap and then they raised it, it became pay to win. No, not cool. Not cool. Is House Kundarak. Okay, House Kundarak, in my opinion, is the most visually striking of all the areas. I mean, when I'm in House Kundarak, I feel like I'm in Eberron. This really feels like they've built something out of the old giant works. I mean, you've got the houses leading up to the walls, and it's wherever you go, it doesn't ever feel half finished. House Kundarak feels like the complete enclave. And of course, part of that is the entirely impressive Vault of Night, which is, this is just one of the coolest buildings in any RPG I've ever played. The House Kundarak building in the front, and then the entrance to the Vault of Night. Just fantastic. I just love it. Now, it has a really good clustering of quests. You have, you know, Made to Order right here in the Black Anvil Mines, which does bring up the fact that that also contains the worst located quest in the game, because it also contains Relic of a Sovereign Past, whose entrance is all the way over in House Denise, inside the Temple of the Sovereign Host. I would like to see them put in a fast travel over there. Of course, back here is reserved for the Vault of Night. This is the Vault tonight. You've got your Vault Night quests here. This is a long run from RLC4 to the actual Haywire Foundry. Now, maybe that's the only part that doesn't feel right. Since they never use these, make this the Haywire Foundry. This seems bigger. That seems like a more logical place to put the Haywire Foundry. This is supposed to be a second bar. Never used. Make it the Haywire Foundry. I mean, it doesn't look anything less impressive than this. Maybe even more. And this one's kind of have a back door. Make the run a little easier. Then down here you've got the entrance to the Red Fens and a nice little clustering of quests right here. These are all your bread and butter 5s and 6s for House K favor, along with your guild vendors. This guy gives me all my pots. This is my dealer. He's my pot dealer. Would like to see them add favored souls into the divine hirelings. And these just clerics. I'd like to see them add favored souls because I use a couple on my way up. Hey, Hibernum! Thanks for stopping by. No, it's Strike Chord. I'm not on Argoness and I'm on Kyber. I'll always mess up something like that. Because I noticed that when you go into the arcanes, let's see, they got both Sorks and Wizards. So you got both Sorks and Wizards. Yeah, favorite soul. Yeah, you got well, you got Sorks and Wizards. And if I go over here, I have Barbarians and Fighters and Paladins. There's not that many Paladins, but I only get Clerics. I'd like the favorite souls, even if you just add Albus and Wareham Guardwell. I could probably hang with that, because those are my favorite. My only problem, I guess, is that there's only one tavern. I really wish they had added the other tavern back there, because it would be a little bit more convenient for repairing if you mess up at Vault Night Flaggers, because that's where you're going to do most. But really all you've got is the Everfull. I like the Guardwell because it's level 13 Mass Death Ward. At 14 you get 10 piece in your set. So, but the Everfull Flagon is the only bar, so it's really the only place to repair if you're not in a guild. If you're in a guild, you can go over here to the general vendor and he'll fix you up, right? But still, look at it's really far away from the Vault of Night. But then again, you also can rebuff by going to your airship. So, a little bit of a trade-off. I just kind of wish it had that second tavern. In all honesty, I wish it had 3 taverns, because these are the dwarves. They should be drinking. And as a bard, I know about my drinking. Yes! See, Sir Smash even brought it up before I did. How can... And it's not a big one. That's the alternative. Make the Everfull Flagon the absolutely hugest bar in the game. I mean, like 4 levels. Barkeep on each side. Huge casks in the back. Make it just like over the top. I'm not too sure why I said that. Anvil Fire? Oh, the Anvil Fire mines. I said the Anvil Fire mines are kind of out of the way. And with the advent of airships, I'm kind of reconsidering that. They're a little hard to find. But in all honesty, you know, you get out of the airship, you see the things, you climb up here, and you look down at it. It's not that hard. So I'm calling myself on that. That's just me kibitzing. Yeah, that's not bad. Only relic of a sovereign past is awkward here. I said to move the anvil fire mines to the area between the airship and the dock, and that might be okay. Put the little cart, maybe make that cart right there. This cart right here, the anvil fire mines cart, but looking at it, I'm okay. So, as we've been going through, we've been saying about, gold seal, or we're going to call it silver seal hirelings. An extra hire you can bring out with plat. It works like a gold seal hireling, but you can only have one. You can bring it out in the middle of the quest, doesn't matter. And then it's all run by favor. And House Kundarak would get rangers and barbarian hires. Because, dwarves. Dwarves make okay rangers. I needed to put the rangers somewhere. They really didn't fit thematically with anywhere else except maybe Fairlane, but I've always liked the idea of a dwarven ranger, Tempest ranger, more than an elven one. Don't ask me why. I just seem to think it makes more sense. Yeah, they are awesome. I've got one. Yeah. His name's Hasta. Actually, Hasta. Has to be Shasta. I love Shasta soda. All right. Well, but of course, barbarians, dwarven barbarians. Oh yeah, dude. You know how he rocks. Barbarians, of course, are the natural choice because of the Constitution. We don't have like a Warforged house, or we didn't until House Caniff. So I figured it would be a good fit here. And besides which, we all know what's got to go into House Caniff. What class of hires need to go there? So really that's it, because Kundarak already has a raid, a legendary raid, a good thing of quests, mostly low level, mid level, port out to some of the things. He doesn't miss a trick tonight, does he? Spoilers from Sir Smash. He's reading my mind. Sir Smash, are you really Fred in disguise? Is that where they got the inspiration from? Nightfalls on Stormreach? But like I said, other than that, leave Kundarak alone. I just love coming into Kundarak, turning everything off, and just soaking up the atmosphere. This place never looks bad to me. I love, there's the dwarves. You feel the tie between the dwarves and the giants, and the big pieces of stonework and what they've done to it. This is really my favorite place, just to come and just soak up what it means to be an Eberron. House Kundarak don't ever change. All right, well, let me flip the old paper here. We're going to the 12. The only house that's not a house. Hey, Trail. I see you in the thing. Yes, Yieldy paper. I do most of my planning on perishable paper and pen before I do anything. I try doing electronic note cards and whatnot, and I've never just found a good system for it. I want to. I'm not some kind of Luddite. It's just for me. Despite the fact that my desk is very limited in size here. It's vertical. It's I have the computer desk from Sharn. Literally. I have towers. But really, I have a limited amount of space in front of me. And I kind of need that to do the show. And to have my cup of coffee. Alright, here are the 12. Alright. The 12th selling point is its drama. You walk in, lightning bolts are going to the tower. You know these guys are going to be the drama queens of Stormreach. They're all like, yeah, you know, we can make it look good, but then we made it look awesome. And it's all, like I said, it's all about the drama. You know, you've got the long winding staircase up to the Veil of Twilight. You got the big pit of fire. You got the occupied bar. You know, steam. Just steam. Look at that. The lighting is awesome. That's don't get me wrong. I don't mind it, but it also tells you that these people are not. They're not your friends. Back in my day, this would have been the preppy house. All these members would have been part of the Kiwanis Club in high school. They're all going to be all like, we're going to send you in to do our dirty work because you're expendable. I might break a nail. But, all that drama does come with one big benefit. Home. The Adept's Rest. This, to me, is the best damn looking bar in the game. This is the standard that all bars should be set at. Whenever Alice Thane Garfield wants to get wasted in style, this is where he comes. I also just love the little Easter egg preview they did with this, where if you bound yourself to Brother Lion over there and then did a slash death, you went from the old bar, which blew chunks, and you guys see this. And they had a little right here. They had a little exit. They didn't let you go into the main building, but you guys see the bar. And for that, this is always the place I'll always love. It's a pretty dramatic bar too, with the skylight, a nice big bar. Obviously, they've got lots and lots of different types of alcohols. Your dirty cobalt's clean in this bar. Yeah. The big problem with the 12 is it's dated. And that's sad. This used to be the end. But now, really, who goes to Shavarath? When was the last time you saw a Tower of Despair raid go up? Some people don't mind running the Archon's content, but even then, that's already been passed by. Dawn of Justice is almost as rare as a TOD. I know that's not his real name, but it's got stuck in my head. That's what I call the raid. The Dawn of Justice. I think it's Defiler of the Just. I like mine better. Yeah, no one's doing either raid. And I can remember doing 2 TODs a week. I solo healed a TOD with 36 pots, and everybody chipped in pots to replace it. So much I actually ended up, admittedly mine were store pots, but I ended up with so many graders, it more than made up the difference. I think I ended up with 64 graders. So, that was really back when, hey, you showed up and you did your duty, you got paid. And I kind of missed that. And then some of these quests are just so darn awkward. I mean, you have to do this to go to Meridian. A shroud occasionally pops up, but even then, shrouds used to be dailies. Shrouds are weeklies, if at best. And then this quest chain, the Eyes quest chain. He's just not very good. And it kind of makes me feel sad. How does one deposit platinum into your bank? Which bank? Guild Bank, I think you can do it. What? I'm confused. Anyway, the one saving grace of here, I mean, there's some good level 15 quests and whatnot. And the Palace of Stone's not bad, and the Epic Stone Exoskeleton's a good way to get into Barovia for your more Warforged quests. Is this right here, the Sleeping Spell Inn. Yes, the Sleeping Spell Inn. I spend a lot of time in here in Delirium and Acute Delirium and Terminal Delirium. I might be a little delirious. These are 3 of the greatest all-time quests in the game. Oh, you're asking about the Platinum Bank? Alright, what I would like to see, my pie in the sky here, is a total revamp of the Eyes Stone quests. Maybe not so much eyes. That's okay. But stone. That's a long, long run through boring, boring tunnels. For very little payoff. And in all honesty, I would actually like to see them add a Belashara raid. Here. We need a Belashara raid. He's too good of an enemy not to have as a raid boss. Come on, right? I see you coming every direction. There's no sneak attack. You know, you can give him all kinds of things like that. Beholders in the raid. You know, it's just eye horror. It's just a good idea. I want a Belashara raid so bad. I have a problem with the quests, not the characters. Belashara, oh man, he's much better than Yalthun. Yalthun's a chump. Yalthun kicks puppies. Belashara's the real deal. He's a real evil guy. A Belashara raid here in the 12. Man, that'd be awesome. Now, see, the problem is I noticed that they actually where they put the White Plume Mountain bonus quest, that's where I would have put Tempest Spine. I would have done a wraparound right here. Kind of roll right here. Yeah, look at this. Go up here, right? Come around over here. Extend this out, and there you go. Tempest Spine right here. This is where I'd have put Tempest Spine. So. Man, these guys are serious drama queens. Oh my lord. Kerpow, kerpow, kerpow. Right over there would be probably where the Cerulean Hills are. Airship coming into dock. That's pretty cool. Just watch it right there. I wish a little ramp flopped down. That'd be awesome. All right. So, of course, here in the 12, what other hirelings are you going to get? This is where I would put in the Wizard and the Favored Souls. The Favored Souls kind of tie into the 12 a little bit because they're kind of more like Divine Inspiration. You know, Sorks are kind of just naturalists. So I put those over with House Fairlane, of course. That and Favored Souls get so much more spell points as healers that I really felt they filled in better thematically with the 12, where you'd have all those all those healers who are inspired working in concert with all the study, you know, because things gotta get done, and the wizards are gonna be all like, I got a book, and they're gonna need people of sacrificing virtue to help them out. I figured that'd be the Favored Souls. Nothing else fit thematically. Wizards and Sorks, I think, would argue too much. And the wizard's all like, I've studied for 1,000 years. And the sorcerer is all like, yes, and I looked good. So, yeah. All right. Well, that's my part for the day. Do I have any questions? Anyone or like to join in chat? I gotta get that up, don't I? It's kind of hard to read down there, but that link will work. It's discord.gg/W7. I think that's a D3. Okay, I'm going to post it. Hold on. That's crazy. I know. I got to find a better way to do this. Yeah, it's a D3 lowercase ke. Let me get that. So if you'd like to join my Discord, and while we're waiting for that, I want to talk to you about what's up there in the corner. I have this is my own channel, so I can do this. And whether or not you choose to do it with cheers and earn little bits off of playing Discord on your phone, since they disabled it on the PC client, or you want to just contribute with the Streamlabs link down at the bottom. I, of course, lost my job for 8 weeks, and I do want to buy Sharn. I've saved up a little bit of money, and I'm close to being able to get it, but I also would like to get a stream deck to help improve the stream. And so I am asking for help. So if you've got any money to donate, you can tell I'm not good at this. I hate asking for help. If there was a way I could just do this, I would. But, you know, if you're in a position to help out the stream so I can keep doing this and have Sharn on day one, I would really appreciate the help. Oh, Sir Smash Stream Deck, it's a little thing where it's got some programmable buttons and it's easy to switch through different things. I want to be able to add sound effects and stuff, but I don't really have any buttons free when I play the game. So this would like to add games. What's the bleep bloop? Why am I bleep blooping? Here's my phone. Oh, hold on, I gotta check my bleep bloop. That might be a job. No, it's Jerry off of his own channel. So, you know, it's just basically a way for me to add functionality to the stream. Lots of people have like animated transitions, and I'm okay with that. But what I'd really like to do is set up a soundboard, because I would like to have like announcements for when I start the fashion show on Bard Life. I have a great sound clip for that. I'd also like to have a sound for me dying. It would be a piece out of a Gordon Lightfoot song. And yeah, I just like to add functionality and entertainment to my streams. I like doing the informational stream like this, but as Sir Smash can tell you, I certainly don't try to make it all dry and boring. I try to put in bad jokes because, in all honesty, I grew up with David Letterman, and I kind of have that mentality. Bad jokes are great if you put them in lists of 10. Yeah, that turned out to be a much better idea than one I ever had before. So like I said, this is really your part. So even if you're just talking in chat, I'm looking at you right here. If you've got any questions, any comments on anything I've said tonight, or any opinions on the state of DDO in general, I'd love to hear them. This is a talk show. This is me actually going back to my David Letterman days, where I used to do this for Babylon 5 on IRC. I want to hear from you. I'm not part of SSG. I'm merely their biggest cheerleader. You know, I forgive them for a lot of stuff. Maybe I shouldn't. But, like, even with the last downtime, a lot of people got really negative, saying, well, my IT, you know. I hate to tell you this, guys. I've worked in IT, too, and I know when you're dealing with legacy systems, a 3-day downtime might just be in order, especially if you're doing a big upgrade. I'm sorry, it happens. I once watched this city of mine shut itself down for 6 days when they finally got rid of their COBOL machines. COBOL machines. I want to start having elevator races. Depends on how many elevators there are in Sharn. I can see that. That'd be fun. Yeah, the Tempest Spine just seemed to be great for the 12, and I found that route up to that spine right there. I just think that's where it needs to go. But, I don't know. Maybe put it over there, but that kind of gets in the way of Acid Wit. Just doesn't feel right over there. Over there would be great. And White Plume Mountain, they can move that to Jorasco. Fit in with all the other end-level content. David Letterman's giant... my favorite segment, Fargonaut, of David Letterman ever, they had bowler Pete Weber on. And they set up a lane on 5th Avenue. And he would bowl things. First he bowled bowling pins, and then he bowled, like, champagne glasses. But the funniest thing I've ever seen was the last one they did, where he did the bowling ball into a big 32-inch Sony TV showing an image of bowling pins. And for some reason, that I've always found that to be the most hilarious thing ever. If I can find a clip of it, I will get it for next week. That was hilarious. even just talking about it busts me up, man. That's just... I remember laughing so hard I fell off my bed. I loved staying up whenever I could for Late Night with David Letterman. Whew. Good times. Stupid human tricks. Hey, Super Dave Osborne in the giant Velcro suit. Yes, saw the Steamroller one. Saw it. That wasn't too long after the bowling episode. I do remember the Steamroller one. That wasn't too long afterwards. It might have been about like 3 months later. Oh. How about 10 minutes? Yeah, you can't beat that kind of comedy, really. That's the one thing I admire about David Letterman. He could be fun. That's where I get my humor. I'm very terrifically self-depreciating. I am the best worst player in DDO. I am god awful, but Lord, do I ever try. Really, what I would love... Yeah, I didn't mind the Egg Festival. Not even just thinking about it. Because I play so much Stormreach parkour. I always like to see where I can and can't get. I fell off. Yeah, that one's real. That one, yeah, there's no grab hold. Oh, I wish they would make these guys generate some random loot if they're out. It's always annoying to come in here right after a server reset and find nothing there when you're just trying to look for some, like, green augment slotted weapon, or green augment slots, or red augment slotted weapons, or even just something to glamour. Right off of it. That was great. Oh, I have a free feet swap with Fred. I've already done the Hall of the Mark. I think there should be something to tell you what this is. I think that's something. Let's talk about that right there. There's something I didn't even think about. Right there. We can finish it off with that. Wouldn't it be neat if you go to a trainer and it says, when you get to 3, 6, or 9, and it says, pick a feat. And then it could tell you right then, if you haven't already done it, you know, if you mess this up, go talk to Lacania and get your free feat respec. Well, I thank you for the piece of advice, Hibernum. Right now, I'm more concerned about the quality of the content rather than what I make off of it. Yeah, I know. I think it should be less of a secret, though, Sir Smash. I think it really needs to be out there, and I think it should be mentioned in all of the. Oh, of course, that's what that's going to be. I just saw it come up. It should be one of those things that should be just slipped into the trainers. A free reef, because when you go to Fred to do a respec. Now, I'm going to go over there because last time I said something dumb when it came to this free Siberis cake. I thought that there were only one bartender and that's all you had to do it. But they did add a real bartender and made me look like a fool. Entertainment for you. Letterman style. So you go over to Fred here, right? And I'm over to Fred. Hey, Fred. My feet suck. Change my mind. And see, it required, no matter what, look at that. I am at level 30, so I have to pay him the big shard. Doesn't matter if I'm changing my very first feat. I have to have the Siberis Dragon Shard Muy Grande. I think after 8 years of playing, I still only have 12 of them. Well, actually 10 years of playing. 12. One a year, maybe. With a couple of extra grind from crushing literally hundreds, thousands. No, Fargonaut, the first one's not free. I don't think. I think you have to go to Locania to get the free unlock. If not, then the first one does not require a shard, but still requires platinum, I think. I can look at that later. I'm on a character. I can find a character that never done it. But I'd have to switch servers to be sure. But even then, they give you a free respect that's hidden. And there's no way to really find out about it and go like, man, I'm bored. She doesn't even have a chalice on her head. She does not even have the chalice on her head. I don't think. Does she? I don't even know that. It's not listed in the Adventurer Compendium. It just seems a little too stealthy for me. So I would have it when you visit a trainer, and maybe even make it only the ones in the marketplace. These are the ones that get used the most nowadays. Used to be the ones in the harbor. But now I see most people respec here. You go up to the cleric trainer. Yeah, you do advance to the next level. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm level 30. I'm a bard too. And you just say, you get the pick of feet. That would be hilarious. Fargonaut, that's a winner. Maybe you make it for festival. They need a summer festival, guys. And that could definitely be one of them. Make it outrageously expensive so not everybody's running around with a chalice on their head. Until the dupe bug hits again and then everybody's running around with a chalice on their head. Dupe bug Mark 2. That'd be hilarious. Have it both in blue, available in blue and gold. That'd be nice. Top-notch suggestion there, Fargonaut. Feels like a really great way to end the today's stream. Maybe even do the Wayfinder. I would totally rock that. So we've had some really great suggestions. We've looked at 3 houses tonight and seen what I like, what I don't like, and what I'd like to see. We've taken some of your suggestions. We've had some really great ones by Sir Smash, Hibernum, and Hibernum and Fargonaut, and I appreciate everyone coming around here. Do I have anything special else to show you? Let me take a look at that. Yeah, let's see. We've got... Oh, I don't have it here. Hold on. Let me bring up something here. I added a new image. Yeah, I didn't think you'd seen that one, Hibernum. That's why I put it up while I'm getting it. Let's see, where is it? Images, pictures. There it is. Yeah, I made up this image for this character. I'm doing one for every one of my characters. This is, of course, Alice Thane. Yeah. No one commented on it. That's why I brought it up. No one said anything about this. I was so proud of this. This is Alice Thane, and literally I was trying to name him Noble Stone. That's Aethelstone. But I forgot that that's how that was spelled. I misremembered it as Alice Thane. So I accidentally named my bard King of Beers, Ales Thane. Thane being an old Scandinavian word for king. Ale, of course, is beer. So he's the King of Beers. Yeah, yes, Hiberium, I accidentally named my bard King of Beers. Alice Thane means King of Beers. He's wasted by our long-term drinking process from an indiscriminate palate. We'll drink anything. World's largest consumer of beers. This is the famous Alice Thane Garfield. We know of no bard in existence in any and every other realm who is this intoxicated at every moment in time. His drinking powers are, as such, so legendary. He is an honorary member of the Dwarven Pantheon. You will find no drunk at this BAC. Yeah, and he's not even a dwarf, isn't he? He's too pretty for that. Alright, so like I said, I thought I'd show that off and remind everybody that, this is where you can find me on the social medias. I gotta get my pointer finger. There we go. Up there is the Facebook link at www.facebook.com/Glyn's Arcade. That's spelled with a Y. Over there, you can find me at Twitter. That's where I do most of my best work, at the Cat Alice Thane. That's where I keep it light. I have a more serious one, but who wants to get into politics on social media? I'd rather tell jokes. You can find me at Twitch, of course, right here at twitch.tv/Doug Lindauer. And you can find my website at www.cavaliercavalry.com. And of course, the good folks at Stangstone Games have placed www.ddo.com, where we can find all the best in guides, strategies, conversations, and the best damn game community on the internet. And with that, peace and good questing, and I'll see you next Wednesday for Notes to Strike a Chord 4. And maybe I'll even get the title down there right the first time.